guys, we didn't get to talk about our big rocks for October in the admin meeting, so I just wanted to say a couple words about it. So in reading the Gallup StrengthsFinder performance management document, I know it was a huge, like 40 or 50 page document, but we were supposed to read a couple of pages, maybe 5 of them, before our beginning of year conversation. So I hope you read them, and if not, go back and read them because it explains how important collaborating on priorities is. It's very difficult to do the right work or to make sure that you're leveraging your strengths if your priorities are not aligned to actually the best things, the outcomes that we're trying to get to as an organization, right? And so the whole point of setting priorities and replying all to everyone is that if there are any areas that look off, let's say, for example, you think that one of your big rocks is to, I don't know, touch base with a vendor or check in with a particular direct report. Those aren't really big enough things to be big rocks for a month, right? Maybe for a week, but probably not. Really what you're thinking about with big rocks is like, what are the most high leverage things that if I get these things done this month or this week, they will have a dramatic impact on the organization, right? So for me, for this week, FTE, right? And Sharonda too. If we can get FTE right, if we can code and schedule and get all of these student schedules aligned, it will dramatically impact our funding for, March through next year. That's huge. I can't put anything in front of that, right? Like that has to happen. So kind of think of it that way. Go through your roles and responsibilities and think about what are the big things that are coming up for you this month, and maybe even look to the next month and think about if I can get these 2 or 3 things done, or even I can move a step closer on them. So like, for example, in October, I know one of my goals for this year is to get our charter amendment for middle school done. So this month, I'm not going to get the charter amendment done, but I'm going to make an action plan. I'm going to figure out exactly who we need to talk to. I'm going to put a timeline together. I'm going to make an action plan with steps for the rest of the year that I can follow. So if I can get that action plan done, that will set me up for the rest of the year. So what are the biggest things that you could do this month to set us up for success for the rest of the year? That's the question. So if you have questions about that, we have check-ins tomorrow, so bring them. We can brainstorm. It might be, the whole point is kind of for it to be collaborative, because there might be things that I'm like, ooh, I see an opportunity for this, or let's think about that a little bit differently. And then once we collaborate and we align on what the priorities are, then it makes decision-making and using your time a lot easier, because you can always hold whatever it is that you're trying to consider or decide up against your priorities and say, is it this important or is it less important? And it makes it a lot easier to make those judgment calls, to allocate your time, and to say no, to say, I can't actually do that because I'm focusing on these things which I've already determined are the most high impact for me and for the team. So that's kind of the thought behind it. I know it's not going to be the easiest thing at first, and the whole point is for it to be collaborative and to kind of go back and forth between us about what are the priorities, at least these first couple of months. So let me know what support you need. Let me know how I can thought partner with you, and hopefully this will help us give us some direction, help us feel really successful, and make sure that we're using our time, our very limited time and energy, in the biggest bang for our buck kind of ways that we can. Good luck.